Welcome to B. Taylor Outdoors. I'm Ben. And are you looking for the right whistle for your dog training situation? Well, hopefully I can help you out with that today. First whistle we're going to talk about is the little Roy Gonia. It's a real cheap whistle. This thing is like $4 on Gun Dog Supply. I'll link all the whistles onto the description so you can find them. But like I said, I think this is like a $4 whistle. This is the first whistle I started out with. What I like about it is it's small, compact. It's a good little whistle. The problem is, and this is what I don't like about it, is it doesn't have a shroud. So when you go and blow that whistle really hard, it'll ring your ears. The dog won't be able to hear it as far away. So that's the little itty bitty Roy Gonia. Like I said, it's a really cheap whistle. It's really small. Doesn't make a lot of noise on your lanyard, like dangling, stuff like that. It's still a good whistle and it still works. The next one we're going to talk about is the Roy Gonia. It is the mega whistle. Now, it's actually got the same whistle in it that this is. It just has a shroud. What I like about it, it is loud. It's not super big. It has that concentrated sound, and it gets out there a little bit further. A lot of people use these in hunt tests. A lot of them use hunting. And that's another thing I like about this whistle is it's black. The only little bit of color on it is this right here on the end of the whistle is orange. Now, I don't mind a little bit, but the thing I'm not a big fan of is it's got a P in it, just like this one does. So if you're in a hunting situation and it's cold and you get a bunch of spit in it, and the P can freeze, it won't sound right, your dog might not stop on the whistle. Just things like that that I'm not a big fan of. The next one we're looking at is the Roy Gonia Answer. Now this one does not have a P in it, which is something I like about it. I also like that this one is actually louder than the mega whistle. Now, I like this whistle for hunt test, field trials. What I'm not a big fan of is this whistle is bright orange. So I'm not a big fan of it for hunting just because this big bright orange is hanging off of your lanyard. That's just my personal opinion. Others like it. I'm just not a big fan of the bright orange hanging off of you when you're trying to stay hidden. So, and that's the Roy Gonia Answer. The next one is going to be the Dallesasse. I think that's how you pronounce it. I've never been able to pronounce the name of this whistle. But this is the field trialer, and this is the 5-inch. They also make this basically the same thing in a 3-inch that they call the hunt test. Now, what I like about this whistle is it is loud. You can get out there and touch them. I mean, you can get 200-300 yards away. I've actually run this in Arkansas in a rice field at about 350 yards in running water with like a 15-20 mile an hour crosswind, and I could still get Bell to stop. So you can get down on it and it'll stop them. The one thing I don't like about it, and this is actually a whistle that I use when I'm hunting right now, is it's just big and it's heavy. Like hanging off your lanyard, it's heavy, hanging just around your neck. And also when you're trying to hold it in your mouth, the forend is just super heavy. Not that it doesn't work. This is actually probably one of the cheaper whistles for out of the field trial type whistles. The Answer is actually, I think, a little bit cheaper. I think it's $12 or $13 the last time I looked at it. Like I said, all of these will be linked down in the description. This one, the Dallesasse field trial whistle, is I think $18 on Gun Dog Supply. Now, this is my personal favorite whistle. The problem is they don't make them anymore. This is the one and only one I have. So they don't make them anymore. and this is the green monster. But they now have the alternate, which Gunners Up has started to make. And Gunners Up actually has two different versions of this. They have one that's got an orange whistle in it, and one that's got, like this one, a black whistle. This whistle, in my opinion, is great for everything. Again, this is just my opinion. These all work for different situations. They all still work. They'll make a dog sit and stop. So what I like about it is not super big, it's actually really lightweight, and it's loud. And like I said, it's got the megaphone just like most of these, all of them except for the little Roy Gonia one. It's just, to me, personally, the sound of it sounds good. You can stop a dog in running water, you can stop them at 400 yards, you can do a lot of stuff with this whistle. So, but actually I'm gonna take these out in the field, I'm gonna put y'all about 200 yards away, and I'm gonna let y'all hear them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to blow as hard as I possibly can for about 1 second with each one of these whistles. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna be about 200 yards away. It's gonna be across a pond. So then you can hear the difference between all the whistles. So you can actually make your own opinion on which one you think will work for your hunting situation. The first whistle we're gonna do is the small Roy Gonia, just the basic whistle. So, like I said, 1 second, as hard as I can blow it, so you can kind of hear the difference between all of them. And then, like I said, this is not super scientific, but it's as scientific as I can get or think about getting, because I just don't, if I try to blow soft, then everyone's gonna be slightly different. But if I try to blow as hard as I can, then they'll all be as close as possible. So let's do the small Roy Gonia. So next we have the black, the mega whistle, Roy Gonia mega whistle. Next we're gonna do the Answer. Fourth one is going to be the Dallesasse. And this one's the one that's not in production anymore. So this is kind of my personal favorite. Like, I use it for just hunt test or field trials. And last but not least, the Gunners Up. All right, y'all let me know down in the comments which one y'all prefer, which one you're probably gonna go with, or if you've got one just like me that's just your bread and butter. So thank you for watching. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up, and remember, their season never ends.